This year, we've really had to face time alone and the two sides of that experience, being lonely or being alone. With quarantine, a lot of us who don't choose to be alone and perhaps avoid being alone were forced to face it, and that was very difficult. On the flip side, some of us, myself being included, who prefer to be alone, our living situations changed so that we were living with others. And that was incredibly difficult. Both illuminate the areas for improvement. Both give us the feedback we need. So if we're avoiding being alone, well, perhaps we're afraid of our thoughts. Perhaps our mind is more of a prison than it is a place of fertile ground for imagination and dreaming and problem solving. For those who prefer to be alone, perhaps it's easier to be alone because we don't have to face what is difficult in relationships. And we'll get to relationships. But learning how to embrace and enjoy our own presence is absolutely essential. The truth is, you are the only person you are going to spend your entire life with, from birth to death. You're living with yourself 24/7, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, all of the years that you are alive. It's time to end the internal war. It's time to move from being the prisoner of your mind to the gatekeeper of your mind. It's time to heal, and it's time to become your best friend. I know that might sound corny to a lot of people and cheesy and cliche, but there's so much truth in that. And it really comes down to small, consistent action. It's starting where you are. Literally all you need is yourself and an open mind, some courage, and you can begin to make those positive changes. You can begin to take every experience you're having and learn from it, reflect on it, and figure out, what do I need to still heal here? What is really underlying my reaction that's taking away my power and making me react rather than respond? Because when we react, we're unconsciously acting. But when we respond, we take the time to be conscious, to reflect, to bring awareness to a situation, and then act in accordance with all of that. We have to nurture and care for ourselves. And it goes deeper than what we're marketed as self-care. I love self-care, but I think that what is shoved down our throats is that self-care is just a physical thing. But caring for ourselves means daily commitment to ourselves and our well-being by nurturing our minds, our bodies, and our souls. In the context of relationships, this year and all the difficulty it's brought has really shown us the value of relationships, the value of connection, both physically and emotionally. And I think we really needed this because with so much of our connection going online and then being forced to only really connect online, we are faced with the reality that that is not feeding our human need for relationship and connection. It's made us appreciate each other so much more and appreciate so many things that we took for granted. And I invite you to bring that in to the new year with you, to really let that resonate with you and carry that throughout your life from this experience.